Okay, so I'm here with Tom Dodd, Scott Tuma, and myself, Greg Congdon. We're obviously driving somewhere. Where are we going, Tom?
We're headed to Arizona.
What's in Arizona?
Well, we're headed to go pick up a boat.
There's no boats in Arizona.
There's boats in Arizona, just north of Phoenix.
Okay, and why are we rolling in a minivan?
Well, it's probably the most comfortable for the three of us. Instead of bouncing around Tuma's truck or your truck. And, well...
Okay, well, what are we going to get?
We're going to go get a Nacra 18 square.
Nacra 18 square.
Not
What
an
is this?
18.2?
No, not an 18.2. That's a Prindle.
Yeah, they're commonly confused with an 18.2, I think. Okay, so a Nacra 18 square.
Yep.
What is this?
So it's a box rule that was back in the 80s for a boat that is designed for single-hand racing and limited to 18 square meters of total sail area and 18 feet of length.
All right. So a catamaran, sailboat,
Yep.
beach cat.
Yep.
Does it need any work?
I think this one's going to need a lot of work, but I think it's salvageable. I think it'd be restored. I know it's going to need some work on the hulls. We're definitely probably going to have to do all the standing rigging. From the pictures, the dagger boards and the rudders, they look pretty good. So, normal. Bring a boat back from the trash heap, I guess. That's common with boats of this age.
So what are we looking at? Maybe 40 years old?
Oh no, this boat looks like it's somewhere after 1983, but not much.
Okay.
It looks like it's got basically the 5.5 meter hull, so it doesn't look like it's a pre-1983 boat.
Nice. Well, it's okay. So a long way, a lot of commitment here to go get this boat. Why do you want an 18 square?
Well, I saw one, I think, in Sail magazine when I was a teenager, and just fell in love at first sight with it. Just the simplicity of a single sail. It just caught my eye, fell in love with it, and going to get one of these is kind of a bucket list item as well. I think I've been bugging everyone for at least the last 4 to 7 years. So here we go. We're going to go try and get one.
I love it. When you get this boat ready to go again, where you like to sail?
So I think I want to try to get all the kinks worked out, so if everything goes great and we're able to get it in a hurry and there's not too much delay in getting it back on the water, it'd be nice to get it on the water for the Ides of March.
I've heard of that regatta. Who runs that?
That's Texas City Dike Yacht Club.
So we happen to have the fleet captain here, Scott Tuma. Scott, do you want to pitch something for the Texas City Dike Yacht Club?
Yeah, it's a very simplistic, grassroots type of club. Really no physical clubhouse. Keep our expenses down. We will we do run 3 to 4 events a year. As Tom mentioned, with Ides of March in Somerville, we have one race or a couple races off of Texas City Dike, which goes down to Galveston Bay. And then we have a flagship race this next year, and it's the 50th anniversary of Nacra.
This seems like the perfect boat for the Nacra 50th.
I think so.
I think it is. Raced against a square back in the 90s, and I was always very impressed with the performance and the simplicity of it.
I love it. Thank you, Scott. So, Tom, again, this is quite a journey that we're about to take here on getting this boat. A lot of work to do to it.
Yeah.
What is success for you in the end?
So I think success is getting the boat on the water, obviously, for the Nacra 50th. I mean, that's the main thing. I feel pretty confident that we'll have maybe some 5.0, 5.2s, 5.5s I know are showing up. Probably count on a 5.7, 5.8, maybe a 6.0 boat out there. So I think having the 18 square will help to round out the first 30 years of their production, and be well represented with each boat. So that's kind of my goal. If we can at least get it out there, give people an opportunity to sail on it, try it out, get a feel for it, show off one of the things that Nacra kind of did that was sort of unique and special from sort of the regular production boats.
Well, I love it. If we have an opportunity to keep growing the sport, bring in some younger people, and keep this going, can see the beauty of sailing and camaraderie amongst everyone. So I look forward to seeing what we can do with this journey.
Oh yeah, and the other thing is it'd be great for when people get a chance to just take it out, go have fun with it, in between the regattas, and just it's gonna be something unique and different for everybody to go experience.
I love it. Well, we're gonna document this journey, not just to get the boat, but then to work to repair the boat, bring it up to today's standards, and we'll, like I say, we'll have fun throughout this journey showing you what that takes. So thank you very much.
1,000 miles to go.
That's it. It's about 3:30 in the morning. We've traveled 700 miles so far.
One tire later.
Here is the sign for Arizona. Probably can't see it.
Well, there goes the road.
So far we have duct tape holding the gas cap closed. Tom is no longer allowed to eat beef jerky ever again in our presence. We have a flat tire on the trailer, which also shredded the line to the rear tail light. What else is broken, guys?
We can't open the left side sliding door because the latch that we had to break so we could fuel up while the engine's running.
That's right.
Won't allow it to open, so now I'm crawling over all this stuff.
If you look at the dash, it says that the fuel lid is open because we had to break that open. The battery is bad in the van, therefore we had to get a jump start about 400 miles ago, and are no longer able to turn the van off for fear that it will not restart again. Hashtag 18 square. So we're rolling up where the 18 square is at. Getting our first glimpse of it here in a minute.
Yeah.
Find a way to get into this gate.
Well, I think we're in the right spot. I bet it's back
There's
over
some guys
there.
in front.
Yeah. And that's Victor there in the blue.
Gentlemen.
Victor! Tom, nice to finally meet you.
Good. Hi.
This is Scott
I'm Greg.
and Greg.
Greg and Scott. Okay, so these are the other Nacras.
Yeah, I was looking at the 5.2.
So this is my favorite. 5.0. 5.0. This one, I don't know why I bought it, but we sailed the fish out of it. Now she's getting dried up. She gets repainted because she's
Yeah.
enough. This boat is on SLO sails. Are you familiar with them? If you look at Nacra 5.8, it's this boat.
Okay.
Because they have the sails and everything. They had made the sails for me back then.
Nice.
And then I got two 5.2s.
Yeah.
I like the 5.0 the best, though.
Simplicity.
It's so easy, no dagger board. Let's go.
Nothing. You just go.
Yeah.
Yeah, just pick the sail up and go.
Wills and
We're trying to put a boat together so that because nobody will really see it, has seen it. It's one of the weird ones, and it's going to be nice to have something that represents Nacra for the first 30 years. Greg, just stand over here and look that way. It's like, holy.
Backpack and hiking shoes every time.
Yeah, seriously. Holy shit. That is f***ing wide as hell.
See, this, I wanted this one then to become my most fun boat.
Yeah.
Single sail.
Yeah.
Why does don't capsize that
No.
easily? You're going to be really need to capsize this one.
Exactly. And that's what I was telling Tom, is we used to have one race against in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
And more in the 90s down in Houston. And
This one is an 80.
3.
So is it the 5.7 or, I mean, it's the 5.5?
5.5.
Right, after 83 and after.
Yeah, all I have to do is change these out and
You're running a 5.5? Yeah, and it's got the old boom to the beam. I think they had a kit where they actually converted it to go to the mast later on.
I would run it better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Personally.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to change much. It's just so fucking wide. Yeah. That's what scares me. Bottle of rum and we're good. I know.
Tell me the easy way to do it is just even this one, you just cut even 2.
Yeah.
Right, and then you get the very, very thin plywood. Put the glass on it, and then you put a screw in. And you bring it in, suck it forward, and then a couple of little screws, wait for it to dry, and a little thin plywood would stay.
Yeah, and it'll
Then
flex
what I
to
do is
bend.
just fill, sand, and done.
Get the screw out, fill the hole, and you're done.
These are solid glass holes, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, mine's right into the foam, so
Some
really
of them
that takes the foam out.
And then Harry Patterson of Elliot Patterson,
Yeah.
makers. Harry's a good friend of mine. So all the news, when these boats were new, they all got EP sales.
Yeah.
90% of this is just that. We're going to videotape all this stuff. Want people, I mean, basic stuff. Show everyone how you can take one of these things, bring it back to life.
In the area that is a very professional fiberglass. Go, you know what? This is the way we do it. This is how we do it easy.
Yeah.
It really bothers me that you didn't let me wash it.
No, it's going to get road grime on it. I know.
I know, but
Hey,
I have a thing about unclean
the thing about uncovering a diamond in the rough.
Miles, right?
Well, the thing
That's
about
why you get it dirty, but it leaves you clean.
yeah, but the thing about a diamond in the rough is the rougher it is,
The more diamond.
the more contrast you get when you're done. And
But
so,
if you look at did you look down the boxes?
the trunk boxes, yeah.
Yeah, those are.
Yeah.
I was looking. You usually get the wear on the back end.
Let me show you what else we have on this boat. Then you've got
Holy crap. That thing's fucking huge.
It is massive.
I told you.
Extremely wide.
I know. Oh my God. You know, you say to yourself 11 feet, okay, that's the beam. But then you actually stand next to one, you're like, Jesus Christ. It's gonna be some work.
Okay, so we're heading home now. Back from Arizona, heading back to Houston. Tom, how did it feel to see the boat for the first time? Give us your initial thoughts.
Well, it's beamy. You know, I've been around Scott's Tornado a little bit. And a 10-foot wide boat, I'm kind of used to that visually and kind of how it feels. But this boat's 11 feet wide, and it was just surprising, absolutely, how wide and how far apart the hulls are. I mean, just it was unusual. It was very surprising.
I like it. Scott, can you give us some of the specs on the Nacra 18 square?
Yeah, so kind of looking at some of the original paperwork that some of the cat sailing group found and delivered. The original boat was, I guess, the original 18 squared. We're using 5.2 hulls, so it was only 17 feet long. They expected the boat to be 10 feet wide with 194 square feet of sail and weighing 350 pounds. So in what we understand, about 1983 range, the 5.5 hulls came out. They expanded the rule for the 18 squared to be 5.5 meters. You can have mast height of about 30. Mast height they came to about 30 feet. You can do the 18 square meters of sail. So the original Nacra 18 squared was 191 or 17.8 square meters, and the beam restriction or the beam dimension they got rid of. So that's one of the unlimited pieces of the boat. And then they refined it to where usual displacement was about 335 pounds.
I like it. My initial thoughts walking up to this boat were it's wide. And we actually got some audio clip of Tom seeing this boat for the first time.
That thing's fucking huge.
It is massive.
I told you. I know. Oh my God. You know, you say to yourself 11 feet, okay, that's the beam. But then you actually stand next to one, you're like, Jesus Christ.
So I think Tom says it best. So Tom, now that you saw it, what are some of the things on your list to have it ready to race at this Nacra 50th in June 2025?
Well, get it back, go through a more thorough inventory of what we have, more thorough assessment of the condition of everything we have, and then start to put feelers out for the parts we're missing or what parts we can build, start getting the materials to do that.
What are you missing?
We think the mast is not the correct mast. We think it's from a Prindle. Actually, we're about 99% sure it's a Prindle. There's a dent in the crossbeam, one of them that we know we got to take out. Shouldn't affect it structurally, but just part of the restoration process. In the event we can't locate some of the, like a new mast, well, not necessarily a new mast, but an old mast that was an original 18 square mast, we may have to buy the extrusions to do it, or maybe be able to splice a mast together to get to the original height and dimensions. So there's a lot of stuff that we can do to kind of correct that issue.
What's the height of the mast, you think?
I think it's 33 or 34 feet.
Nice.
So we'll need to get that right. And then, if we can't get it back to it's an original 18 square, like original parts and everything else, I think sticking with the spirit of the boat, what would it have been? It would have been put together. You have always been going, hey, there's not a rule that prevents me from making the boat lighter or faster. Let me do it. If you can still meet the minimums and stay within the rules, but you could kind of do something to give yourself an edge. That's what they did back then. I think if we do the same thing or keep that same spirit alive, at least we'll be honoring the boat's intent when it was made.
Yep. So if you're watching this video and you happen to know, let's see, we're missing a tiller crossbar.
Yep.
Mast.
Yep.
So if you happen to have those, definitely reach out to us. We actually got to meet some pretty cool people along this trip. Ran into a good friend of mine, Tom, with Murray's. Pretty much anytime you call Murray's, you're probably going to talk to Tom. Extremely knowledgeable catamaran racer and all-around good guy. So we got to hang out with him. Scott, we also got to meet some members from Arizona Fleet 42. What was your impression and some of the differences between how we run TCDYC and how Arizona Fleet 42 runs?
Yeah, it was amazing. I've watched these guys on Facebook, some of the events they do, and very jealous of some of the locations they go to. I mean, just beautiful areas, great sailing. Looks like a very good, fun group of people to deal with and to go socialize with. So, I mean, a lot of that aspect I admire a lot. Texas, we're kind of very limited on what we can do, but talking with them, talking with Scott and with Tom, they're kind of all struggling with the same things we are, of getting people, getting interest, and trying to encourage people to come out and get the new people out. So we're both losing people. People come out for a couple times and then something comes up or they lose interest. So we kind of brainstormed a little bit. I was very encouraged and excited on how they're doing the regattas and how they do their social events. So it gave me some ideas, some different ideas of to add to the Nacra 50th event, to make maybe another course that is maybe more cruising aspect. That more information that'll come in the website for the Nacra 50th. But I had some ideas on that to make it a little more fun. So when we came up, it was a different type of environment where we're used to our social being on the beach. You have the water right there, so you have sand everywhere. Everybody's everybody's been to the beach. You get sand everywhere for days, picking out of crevices and such. But they had more of a gravel rock area, so that was actually really nice. I'm sure they have a different assumption of it. They have to launch by a boat ramp, so I know they're not excited about that. But they make it work, and they go through. They had a big area, so it seemed like there were like 3 or 5 different social groups in this huge, like, parking lot type vast area. Well maintained, well secure, really nice. We walked up. They had a couple fire pits going, 3 tables loaded with food, and just encouraging us all to eat and not let any leftovers be there. So it seems that even more as we go across the country and we meet different people, different races, different areas, the catamaran crew, everybody has the same idea, the same assumption, and the same personality, is being friendly. And even different boats, Brindle, Nacra, Hobie, Tornado, you know what, we're all in the water, we're going through, and at the end of the day, that's what we want to do, is just go sailing on a catamaran.
Excellent. I mirror those same thoughts. I appreciated meeting Scott there. He and I both do a lot of drone footage and videos, and seeing some of his ideas, and just, I don't know, if you get a chance, go check out Arizona Fleet 42 on YouTube. Look at some of the work Scott has done, and all you see is smiling faces of people having a fun time. So that's what it's all about. So Tom, back to you. With this boat, we got another, 12 hours to drive.
At least.
What's the first thing on your list to do to this boat?
Get to work on fiberglass, start getting the hulls fixed. That's probably going to be the one thing that is something that I can literally put my hands on and get to work on. Whether it's me or, I definitely want to take it to a couple people and have them take a look at it and say, yeah, I can do that, or, you can handle that, because I'm not the best at it. So getting to work on that, and also putting out the feelers based on, what we need for the boat, and just letting people know what we're going to need for the boat, and hopefully someone can help with that list. So again, back to figuring out what's there, what I need, and just putting out the message of I'm looking for parts, and finding out what we can actually replace that needs to be replaced. That's about it. It's a museum piece. It feels like you're putting back together a piece of history, and it's like, how close can we get to how it was made? And if we just can't get it close, then we stay in the spirit of the boat and get it on the water and run it again.
That's right. Okay, well, I'm anxious to see it sailing.
Oh, I'm anxious for you guys to sail it.
Couple holes to plug in it. Shouldn't be a major deal.
A couple.
As soon as you get those patched, you have enough parts to make it float and sail right now. So I look forward to seeing that, and then really showing it off in June. So you got 5 months to have a race ready. Everybody keep following these videos. We'll give you updates along the journey. And we hope to see you all at the Nacra 50th Regatta in Bolivar, Texas in June 2025. Thank you. We made it. The boat is close to being home safe. Greg's at least home safe.
Yeah.
Only had...
Yeah, I'm about to lose 320 pounds here in a minute.
Let's see, what did we do tonight since our last update? I avoided a raccoon. No, a skunk.
Yeah.
A lot of deer. I did get pulled over for doing 84 in an 80. Got a warning. And then there's the raccoon. Scott, what do you have to say?
The raccoon.
He had a no crossing sign. He knew better. He should have crossed somewhere else.
We are down one raccoon in this trip. But we're home. I am home. Bye-bye. What are we doing?
Well,
What we're doing is we're driving down the road. And we're determining where we're going to go down this straight road. Totally some trailer behind us. We lost the.
And action.
How does that
So I'm here. I'm.
Take 3.
Hey, would you guys shut up? You're gonna make all the outtakes before we even get anything good. Peace. Well, why are we rolling in a minivan?
Well, it's the most comfortable thing to get you in here. You can't say.
God, you can't say. Okay, cut 3. Where'd you find this one that we're going to get?
This one is at Tiller and Kite in Arizona, just northwest of the Arizona.
We're gonna have to start over.
I know. Which one?
You're going left. It's the freeway.
Okay.
I know they are not honking at us.
No. If they are, I don't care. It's a mom mobile. Hey,
Good catch.
incoming. Regatta, some buoy racing, distance
Hold on,
racing.
we're way off target. Sorry. We're getting like.
That was going nice, you dink.
I'm sorry.
You got to roll with it.
It was. Well, we were getting too far out of target. We missed half the top.
What do you mean half the top?
You jumped straight to the damn Nacra 50th.
Why not?
We weren't there yet.
What do you mean we weren't there yet? Oh, and I'm still ringing.
Well, see, it would have gotten interrupted anyway.